Hi everyone, this is Tom from the roadseries.net, and I wanted to show you how easy it was to install those gutter extensions that you've seen in the store. I purchased some on Amazon. If you're like me, you've probably gone down the same trails that are a little bit too tight for your trailer or camper, and you broke off their old rubber ones which were brittle in the first place. The whole installation process of the front and rear right side took me about 5 minutes for the front and 2 minutes on the rear. I really can't emphasize how easy this is. You shouldn't really be paying anybody to do this. It's so simple. These were $3.99 on Amazon as an add-on item. They were a CAMCO brand, which you'll find at Camping World and all your big box stores. The first thing you want to do is make sure that these will fit on your current setup. You'll need a metal gutter or something that the clip can go over. And if you desire more security, I put a bead of silicone inside of it that will hold the clip in place. For this project, you'll need a ladder, some adhesive agent. In my case, I'm using the silicone adhesive for outdoor use. It's basically something that you can stick the two parts together with. We're not running the risk of any leaks, or I'd be using Dicor or something similar. If your gutter's like mine, you'll need some snips, and you'll also need a drill or screwdriver for the rear of the unit. So for the front extension, all I'm going to do is clip off a piece of plastic that was there from the old extension that broke off, and trimming it back quite a bit, little by little, I can work my new extension onto the ledge, which is on the left side, and the ledge on the right side. Once I do that, I'm going to put some silicone between the two and give it a nice seal. It also adheres the two to each other. I'm not going to rely just on the clip to do it. The silicone will kind of hold it in place if the clips fail.
Let's cut it back a little more. Almost there. A little more on that ledge there. You can see where it wants to go. Right inside there. So essentially just like that's what you want it to look like. Where you have a nice tight fit on both sides. And you have the seam right up here against that already existing piece. The other ones I've seen take this bolt off behind, or the screw out behind here, remove the whole edge, and then put it on underneath and reseal it. But this way you don't have to reseal anything. It's all right there. It's all using the existing seal. So here's what we want it to look like. So we're gonna put some adhesive on the other side of it, and then come back with it and put it back on. Just like that. You don't need a whole lot here, just enough to align the edges. Something's gonna hold it in place. The trick here is to use a wet finger or a wet paper towel and just smooth it down. This side doesn't, the left side doesn't matter as much because there's actually a lip that goes back to the over on this side, so the water comes out that way. It's not terrible, but you can cover it if you want to, just like that. And now it's going to adhere just very slightly to that plastic, so when you do hit the next branch, it shouldn't come off. And this one's done.
So with the front one done, we're going to do the back corner now. The back corner is slightly different than the front. It requires a different type of gutter extension, which I don't have. But I'm going to show you how, in my case, I was able to use the gutter extension that was in the box to work on this. The big thing here is that it has a screw already in the gutter extension up top. So it broke off beyond the edge, and I have no way to actually attach the new one. I originally thought about trimming back the old one like I did the front, but when I did that, it would I'd have to trim a lot back to make this work because it's such a high wall gutter. So instead, there's a black screw in the end. All I'm going to do is pick off the silicone on top of that, which I'm not really sure why there is silicone in the first place here. It's not really necessary. I'm going to tighten down that screw through the plastic gutter extension that I purchased. And once I do that, it's going to hold it in place so it won't really go anywhere. I'm not going to speed this video up at all. I want to show you everything I've done and how really quick it is. This back gutter extension takes me about a minute and a half total, so it's really not worth paying somebody to do when you can do it yourself. I believe that if you were to do this yourself and you didn't have a screw here, maybe you have a different type of gutters, you could just simply add a screw depending where that is. What you don't want to do is put it somewhere you're going to cause more leaks. In my case, it's so far out away from the camper and that screw is already there. All I'm doing is tightening it down, and when I tighten it down, it penetrates the new plastic extension I already have, and as you see here, when I wiggle it, it doesn't really do anything. It just stays right there, and that's going to pull the water away from my outlet jack, and because it's doing that, it's no longer splattering on me or on the door when I go in. Well, that's really all we have to do for the two on this side. The other two are great. I didn't hit anything over there, and that's all I have to do for the gutter extensions. Thanks for watching. Hope you subscribe, like the video, and check us out on theroadseries.net. I'm Tom. Thanks for watching.